Misfortune. My name is hunger. My name is oppression.
I see, sir. And would you be after having a family name that I could enter into the official immigration log?
I do.
And that would be?
Ireland.
Ireland. That's I-R-A...
I-R-E-L-A-N-D.
Mr. Ireland. Occupation?
Poet.
Aha. Good luck with that. And your destination?
A new world. A brave new world.
I'll just put you down for New York then, shall I? You will be in steerage with your countrymen. The foredeck will be available for fresh air and exercise at the appointed times. Take your baggage and mind your head when you go below, Mr. Poet.
Mr. Purser,
Yes?
I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams.
There's a big ship sailing on the alley, alley, oh, the alley, alley, oh, the alley, alley, oh. There's a big ship sailing on the alley, alley, oh, on the last day of December. Alley, 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 oh, on the last day of December. There's a big ship sailing and it's rocking on the sea, it's rocking on the sea, it's rocking on the sea. There's a big ship sailing and it's rocking on the sea on the last day of December. Alley, 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 on the last day of December. There's a big ship sailing and it's coming back again, it's coming back again, it's coming back again. There's a big ship sailing and it's coming back again on the last day of December. Alley, 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 on the last day of December. Dance to your daddy-o, dance to your mammy-o, dance to your daddy-o, we already know. Oh, why we jealous of you? Oh, why we jealous of you? Oh, why we jealous right as we go to? Dance to your daddy-o, dance to your mammy-o, dance to your daddy-o, we already know. Oh, why we jealous of you? Oh, why we jealous of you? Oh, why we jealous of you? Mister, how long until we reach America?
8 days sailing, but there's bad weather coming in, so it might be 9. We'll be at sea for Christmas.
I just thought of something terrible. What? How is Father Christmas gonna find us out here in the middle of the sea? No presents! No seedy cake! No pudding! What? No granddad! No grandma! No whiskey! No nothing!
Oh, now, stop your blubbing. Do you think Christmas is only for landlubbers? Father Christmas can find you anywhere, even in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Christmas at sea is something special.
Well, the rhymers can't come.
The rhymers?
The mummers, they sing carols at Christmas.
Oh, Christmas carols, is it? Well, I know a few, and you know a few, and every Irishman I've met knows 100. So I don't think we'll be lacking for carols, or music or dancing for that matter. Of course, the best carols are Welsh. Hoi, your girls in Metty Cari. En fanaddoedd an wil Comeri. Edo ef I karken hessof. Wil je slauen vloeide nessof.
Connor?
Hi, Sean.
I thought I saw you the other night at O'Reilly's pub.
I was there all right. Unless it was some other feller.
But Connor, I could swear by the Blessed Mary and all the saints that I saw you up on the roof of the pub.
On the roof, to be sure, Sean. That I was, and that's a fact. It's right slippery up there on O'Reilly's roof.
Well, Connor, what in blazes were you doing up on the roof, man?
Well, O'Reilly's daughter had just got married, see. And he said the drinks were on the house.
Sean!
Not far from old Kinvara in the merry month of May, when the birds were singing cheerily, there came across my way, as if from out the sky above an angel chanced to fall, a little Irish colleen in an old plaid shawl. She tripped along right joyously, a basket on her arm, and oh her face and oh her grace, the soul of saint would charm. Her brown hair rippled on her brow, but greatest charm of all was her modest blue eyes beaming neath her old plaid shawl. I courteously saluted her, God save you, miss, says I. God save you kindly, sir, said she, and shyly passed me by. Off went my heart along with her, a captive in her thrall, imprisoned in the corner of her old plaid shawl. Enchanted with her beauty bright, I gazed in pure delight, till round an angle of the road she vanished from my sight. But ever since I saw him, say as I that scene recall, the grace of God about you and your old plaid shawl. Oh, some men sigh for riches and some men live for fame, and some on history's pages wish to win a glorious name. My aims are not ambitious and my wishes are but small. You might wrap them all together in an old plaid shawl. I'll seek for her in Galway, I'll seek her all through Clare, I'll search for tale or tiding of my traveller everywhere. Oh, peace of mind I'll never find until my own I call that little Irish colleen in her old plaid shawl. That little Irish colleen in her old plaid shawl. Here, take the scarf.
Oh, thank you.
Are you not cold? What is with the face? You look as if you've lost a shilling and found tuppence.
Madam, I am a poet in exile. Does it not grieve you to leave your homeland?
It does indeed, but there is a time and a place for that.
This is my time, and this is my place.
Right enough, I suppose, but you still must keep warm. So, is it grief or is it anger? Are you going to talk to me, or are you just going to simmer there like an Irish stew?
I will not burden you with my troubles, woman.
Troubles? Whist, man, we all have troubles. We're Irish. Isn't that what the Irish language was created for? There is no more soothing a language than Irish to calm a troubled soul. That's what my dad used to say, God bless him. So, Mr. Poet in Exile, bear banach to the Craiget na Héireann. Take a blessing from me heart to the land of me birth, and the fair green hills of Ireland. Bear banach dom Craiget o Chiel na Héireann, ban Craiget ranno, una marin go hira the sail, wan Craiget
Sean, what you reading now?
It's the New York newspaper, Connor.
And why would you be reading that then?
Well, when we get to New York, we'll need to find ourselves employment.
That we will, that we will. You're not wrong there, Sean.
So I'm reading the job advertisements. See, here's one for pipe fitters.
Oh, that won't work. Why, we don't even smoke.
Well, all right then. How about this one for short order cooks?
Jesus, Sean, we can't cook to save our lives. Besides, we're too tall.
Well, here, this one says they're looking for treat fellers.
Oh, that won't work either.
And why not?
Because they're looking for tree fellers, and there's only 2 of us.
Good afternoon, sir. My purser tells me you're a poet, but how are you at telling stories? Is that beneath the work of a poet?
Well, is it? It's Christmas now. God help them, those children miss their families at home. Call yourself a poet. Do your job. Be a shiny for these children.
Right. Well, you've had good dancing and good singing. So now it's time for a change.
Story, story, story.
Right, so storytelling it is. Storytelling in my village was said to be unlucky in the daytime, except for the fishermen waiting to pull in their nets. The man that didn't have a story to tell would be as welcome there as a drop of holy water in the devil's whiskey. Be telling was as common a salute among fishermen as good morning.
Be telling.
Right, so Jack Dougherty lived on the dingle on the coast of County Kerry. Jenny, you know this one too. Why don't you help me with the telling?
Right, so I'll do that. Jack was a fisherman, as his father and grandfather before him had been. Like them too, he lived in the same old house. He lived there with his wife, Biddy. Living by the sea, Jack saw many a strange sight, and many a strange sound did he hear, but nothing ever daunted him.
Not even the fairy folk from the sea they called merrows. Indeed, it was Jack's wish to meet with a merrow. Well, this one time it was Christmas Eve, and Jack was walking along the beach looking for curiosities. And a storm came on so furiously with sleet and snow that he had to take shelter in one of the caves along the coast. And there, to his astonishment, appeared before him the merrow!
Now Jack was a wee bit daunted, but up he went boldly to the fisherman, took off his hat, and made his best bow.
A Merry Christmas to you, sir.
And a Merry Christmas to you, Jack Dougherty.
To be sure, then. How does your honor know me name?
How is it I would not know your name, Jack Dougherty? Why, man, I knew your father and your grandfather before him. Many's a wee party we had in my little house at the bottom of the sea. Would you, care to see it yourself?
Lord bless and preserve us. You asking me to go down to the bottom of the Salt Sea Ocean?
I am.
It's really so, sir, and no joke. Well, all right. Here's neck or nothing.
Now, Jack, I've brought this hat for your journey. Put it on your head. Grab hold of my tail. Keep your eyes wide open, and you'll see what you'll see.
In dashed the merrow. In dashed Jack after him boldly. They went, and they went. Jack holding on to the merrow's tail, slippery though it was, until finally, to Jack's great surprise, they came out of the water onto dry land at the bottom of the sea.
Jack looked about him and could see no living things, barring crabs and lobsters, of which there were plenty walking leisurely about on the sand. Overhead was the sea like a sky, and the fishes swimming about like birds in it.
into his house. And they found dinner on the table. There was no tablecloth, to be sure, but the dinner itself was grand. The choicest of fish, and plenty of the best wine and spirits. Jack ate and drank till he could eat no more. And then, taking up a shell of brandy, he said,
Here's to your honour's good health, sir.
Good health! And here's to yours. Good health!
Well, but, begging your pardon, but it's mighty odd that as long as I've known you, I still don't know your name.
My name's Coomera, Jack.
Well, here's to your honour's good health, Coomer.
Good health.
Good health!
Now, Jack, would you like to see my curiosities?
Then suddenly before him, Jack saw a great many odds and ends that Coomera had picked up in the years below the waves.
So, Jack, how do you like my curiosities?
Well, sir, they're mighty well worth looking at. But might I make so bold as to ask what these things like lobster pots are?
Oh, the soul cages, is it?
The what, sir?
These are the things I keep the souls in.
Ah! What souls, sir? Sure to fish have no souls.
No, that they have not. These are the souls of drowned sailors.
Lord bless and preserve us. How in the world did you get them?
Easily enough. I've only, when I see a good storm coming up, to put a few dozen of these out. And then, when the sailors are drowned and the souls come out of them, they're nearly perished, not being used to the cold water. And so they make into me pots for shelter. And then I have them snug. And I take them home and keep them dry and warm. And is it not good for the poor souls to find their way into such excellent quarters?
Right so, sir. I think, sir, that it's time for me to be on the road.
Just as you like, Jack.
Out they went before the house. Coomera took one of his cocked hats and he put it on Jack's head, backwards.
Now, Jack, I'm going to give you a heave, and you're going to come out just about where we came down. And mind and throw me back the hat.
Old Coo lifted Jack off the ground. The minute the hat touched the water, up he shot like a cork out of a battle. He found a landing place and he threw back the hat, which sank like a stone.
Now the state of the poor souls cooked up in the lobster pots gave Jack a great deal of trouble. So he went to his wife Biddy and told her the whole story.
Oh, Jack, the poor things. You did well to tell me.
But how can I free those sailors' souls?
Tomorrow is Christmas Day. I will lay an extra place at the table, and do you invite Coomera to stay the night. Then, when he is sound asleep, do you go down below and tear up the pots.
Off went Jack to the nearest telephone kiosk. Coo answered on his shell phone.
Hello, Jack. What do you want with me?
Nothing at all to speak about, sir. Only, well, today's Christmas Day, you see? And, Biddy and I, Biddy and I were thinking,
We were thinking you might like to come and have a bite of Christmas dinner at, say, 4 o'clock.
Right so. 4 o'clock.
Well, you see, Jack, I'm an ancient pagan deity. And typically I do not partake in Christmas. But for you, I'll be there. Never fear me.
Jack went home, and Biddy dressed a noble fish dinner and got out plenty of the best wine and spirits. Just to the minute came Coop. And they ate and drank away, all of them, manfully.
Manfully.
Oh, no, it's just an expression, lass. Don't go reporting me to them human resources fellas now.
Fellas.
Oh, Lord preserve us. Lord and Lady preserve us. Any road, Jack said.
Well, sir, tell me, have you ever tasted any poachine?
No! What's that?
Ah, now that's a secret.
Ah, but never believe me again if 'tis not 50 times as good as brandy. Or rum either.
Oh, let's see what sort of thing it is.
Who was delighted? He drank and he sang. He sang.
I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. I eat when I'm hungry and I drink when I'm dry. And if the moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die.
And he laughed. And he danced with Biddy. Until he fell fast asleep on the table. Jack snapped up his hat, ran off to the rock, jumped in, and soon arrived at Coo's habitation.
Jack went in and turned up the pots, but not much did he see. Just a little mist and a sighing sound. So he set the pots as they were before and put on the hat the wrong way, as was right.
A moment later, he stepped back into his house and he wakened up old Coomer with a cup of tea with 6 sugars in it. Biddy made a formidable breakfast of rashers and eggs and sausages and fried tomatoes and fried bread and fried potatoes and baked potatoes and croquette potatoes and grilled potatoes and hash brown potatoes and mashed potatoes and roasted potatoes and sauteed potatoes and potatoes au gratin.
Snap out of it, man! We all miss our potatoes.
Right so. And another grand old pot of tea.
Well, old Coomera never missed those souls, and every Christmas Jack and Biddy would invite him to dinner, and the same thing would happen, and Jack would free all the drowned sailor souls from the cages. And Coomera was none the wiser, and they remained the best of friends in the world.
Indeed, I dined with them myself last Christmas at Jack's house on Dangle Bay and told stories to the both of them. And didn't I get a Christmas present of a pair of paper booties and a beautiful pair of stockings knitted out of oatmeal porridge that I'm after wearing through to the soles of my feet and coming here today to tell you this story. And that is the end of our story.
While in the merry month of May, now from me home I started and left the girls of two, nearly broken hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, then drank a pint of beer. The grief and tears discovered, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born. Caught pushed out like going to banish roast and goblins, a brand new pair of ropes, rattling over the bog, frightening all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The hare and turning down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, rap-a-la-di-da.
In Mullingar that night I rested, lived so weary, started by daylight, next morning light and airy, took a drop of the pure to keep me heart from shrinking, that's the Paddy's cure. Whenever he's home from drinking, to hear the lassie smile, laughing all the while at me curious styles, would set your heart a bubble and asked me was I hired, wages I required, till I was almost tired of the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, rap-a-la-di-da.
Dublin next to ride, I thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of you know that my face. So then I took a stroll all along the quality bundle, it was stolen in that even locality. Something crossed me mind when I looked behind, no bundle could I find. Upon me stick was wobbling, inquiring after the rogue, said me call it brogue, wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, rap-a-la-di-da.
From there I got away. Landed on the Captain Atwood said, "Don't Paddy," when I jumped on the cabin bound, hanging down among the pigs, did some hearty rigs, then some hearty jigs. The water round me bubble, and when up Harley head, wished myself was dead, or better for instead on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, rap-a-la-di-da.
Boys of Liverpool, but when we safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil. Temper I was losing, poor old Aaron's Isle. They began abusing her on me, so says I, me shillelagh, I let fly. Galway boys were by and saw I was a hobbling with a loud hooray. Joined me in the affray, quickly clearing the way for the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, rap-a-la-di-da.
Ye sons of men, with me rejoice, and praise the heavens with heart and voice. For joyful tidings you we bring of his heavenly babe, the newborn King, who from his mighty throne above came down to magnify his love to all such as would him embrace and would be born again in grace.
The light of his nativity, the people in the heavens did see. Strange wonders which them did surprise, but none the reason could surmise. As earth with a new sun is blessed, so heaven with a new star is dressed.
The shepherds born by an angel were to Bethlehem straight to repair.
Within the manger there he lay, his dress was neither rich nor gay. In him you truly there might see a pattern of humility.
What you doing there, Connor?
I'm looking for me flask.
So you lost it then, did you?
I did, that I did, Sean.
And you lost it around here, did you?
Well, no, to tell the truth, I could have sworn I dropped it in that corner over there.
So why are you looking for it over here?
Well, to be sure, Sean, the light over there's terrible. I can't see a thing.
So, Mr. Purser, which country was it again that had the best carols?
Well, Mr. Poet, the Irish and the Welsh may not always agree, but it must be said that we do share a love of singing.
There is one thing we can both be thankful for.
And what's that?
At least there are no English in this part of the ocean. For sadly, they can neither sing nor dance.
What was that, Mr. Purser?
Oh, nothing, sir.
For your information, gentlemen, this is a British ship, run with one notable exception, by a mostly English crew. And for your further education, gentlemen, the English have a proud and venerable tradition of both song and dance. Let's show 'em, lads! I danced in the morning when the world was begun. I danced in the moon and the stars and the sun. I came down from heaven and I danced on the earth. At Bethlehem I had my birth. Dance, dance, everything. I'm the Lord of the dance and he, and I'll teach you all. Wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all to the dance and he. I danced for the scribe and the Pharisee, but they would not dance and they wouldn't follow me. I danced for the fishermen, for James and John. They came with me and the dance went on. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I'm the Lord of the dance and he, and I'll teach you all. Wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all to the dance and he. I danced for the people and I cured the lame, but the high and the mighty said it was a shame. They whipped and they tripped and they hung me high and left me there on a cross to die. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance and he, and I'll lead you all. Wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all to the dance and he. I danced on a Friday when the sky turned black. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. Buried my body and they thought I was, but I am the dance and I still go on. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance and he, and I'll lead you all. Wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all to the dance and he. They cut me down
down and I left up high. I am the life that will never, never die. I'll live in you if you live in me. I am the Lord of the dance, said he.
Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all, wherever you may be. And I'll lead you all to the dance, said he. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all, wherever you may be. And I'll lead you all to the dance, said he. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all, wherever you may be.
The darkest midnight in December, no snow nor hail nor winter storm shall hinder us for to remember the babe that on this night was born. With shepherds we are come to see that glory infants, glorious charms, born of our Maid, as prophets said, the God of love in Mary's arms. No costly gifts can we present him, no gold nor myrrh nor odors sweet, but if with hearts we can content him, we humbly lay them at his feet. 'Twas but pure love that from above brought him to save us from all harm. So let us sing and welcome him, the God of love in Mary's arms. Lulay, lulay, my tiny child, too soon you'll know the world so wild. Yes, all too soon you will be grown, and I'll bide here alone, alone. The rushing bellows you shall ride, and the light of the North Star will be your guide. But yet a while I'll have you stay, lulay, my tiny child, lulay, for you shall run in meadows green and sport with otters all in the stream, and you shall chase the dappled deer and swim with salmon in the waters clear, to pluck the small birds from the sky. On the tail of the south wind you shall fly, to take the high horses run. Joy of my joy, my little son. Beneath the sky you'll stand alone. Flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. Yes, you shall stand on the coal black sands to cross o'er the waters of the western lands. But now I have you at my breast, who lay my sweet one gently rest.
You good with the babbies? Do you have no children of your own?
I do not. I did. I had a husband, too.
I'm sorry for your troubles.
Bron August Gleandar, is mar an hele ed. Sorrow and joy, 'tis all one.
It is? I don't understand. How do you do that?
You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday. Or you can be glad of yesterday and live for tomorrow. My Dow's a fighter. He'll go on.
You'd better be going below, Mr. Purser. Lord, we're in for some heavy weather.
I'll take me chances. Old days, the wild geese a flighting, head to the storm as they faced it before. For where there are Irish, there's loving and fighting. And when we stop either, it's Ireland no more. Ireland no more.
At Tara today, in this fateful hour, I place all heaven with its power, and the sun with its brightness, and the snow with its whiteness, and fire with all the strength it hath, lightning with its rapid wrath, and the winds with their swiftness along their path, and the sea with its deepness, and the rocks with their steepness. All these I place by God's almighty help and grace between myself and the powers of darkness.
I call upon the noble earth to give me strength through day and night. Her granite and her gems of worth are tokens of her various might. And from her shores the endless sea in calm and tempest girds the spear, and from the earth the waters free shall be my trust against all fear.
I love the earth and waters wide, free air and folds of close and rest. In it good spirits do abide. I count on them in strife.
remember, Dona nobis pacem, everyone. Dona nobis pacem, pacem. Dona nobis pacem. Dona nobis pacem. Dona nobis pacem. Ones, raise your hands. Ones over here. Those who identify as ones, here. Awesome. These are your people. Twos are in the middle. These are your people. Threes, you're going to hang out with these folks. All right, I'm going to start the ones, and I'll bring you in as we go, okay? Ones, are you ready? You were so excited to raise your hands, I hope you can sing it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
say you catch one of the wee folk, and he grants you 3 wishes. What do you wish for?
Oh, Sean, I'm fine as I am. I don't need a thing.
Wouldn't you like one of them newfangled motor cars? Wouldn't you like a Rolls Royce motor car?
Oh, Sean, that would be terrific. I'd love to have a Rolls Royce motor car. That I would.
And what would be your second wish?
Oh, if I had a Rolls Royce motor car, Sean, that would be all I needed.
Wouldn't you like to be one of them film stars? Like Rudolph Valentino, with all the women chasing you and falling over themselves?
Oh, Sean, that would be amazing. I'd love to be Rudolph Valentino with all the women. That I would.
And what would be your third wish?
Oh, Sean, if I was Rudolph Valentino and had all the women and had a Rolls Royce motor car, that would be all I need.
How about this spoon, Connor? Wouldn't you like to have this spoon?
Oh, God, Sean! I'd love to have if I had that spoon and was Rudolph Valentino with all the women and had a Rolls Royce motor car, I can't think of anything better.
You never had much imagination, have you, then?
His hair was black, his eye was blue, his arm was stout, his word was true. I wish in my heart I was with you. Go there to morning sun. Shoo, 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 la gra. Only death can ease my woe, since the lad of my heart from me did go. Go there to morning sun. I wish the king would return to reign and bring my true love back again. I wish and wish, but I wish in vain. Go there to morning sun. Shoo, 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 la gra. Only death can ease my woe, since the lad of my heart from me did go. Go there to morning sun. I'll dye my petticoat, I'll dye it red, and round the world I'll beg my bread, till I find my love alive or dead. Go there to morning sun. Shoo, 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 la gra. Only death can ease my woe, since the lad of my heart from me did go. Go there to morning sun.
Mrs. Murphy's made some pies. Would you be after having a piece?
A piece of pie, Sean? That I would. That I would. What has she got?
Well, there's apple and there's peach.
Apple and peach, you say, huh? Apple and peach. I'll have a piece of the apple. That I will.
Right so, apple it is. Oh, Connor, I nearly forgot. She also has blackberry.
Blackberry pie! Ah, blackberry pie. In that case, I'll have a piece of the peach.
Lord, I've been thinking about home. I miss it, like, back in Dingle.
Is that right, like?
Do you know what I saw the last time I walked up the lane there?
Oh, no.
Passed by the pub window, and there in the window, do you know what I saw?
What did you see, like?
Lightsabers. Lightsabers, like, there it was, lightsabers.
You really? That's what you seen, like?
Welcome Jedi, it said.
Well, there's a fair bunch of them out on Dingle there climbing up Skellig Michael now, you know.
Sure there is.
It's true.
I've seen Master Skywalker himself climbing up the Celtic Michael.
No.
I did.
No.
Then do you know what? I saw him right there in the pub drinking a pint.
Was he singing a song too?
He was.
Jeez.
The force is strong with that one, but the singing is, well, it was all right, like.
Well, do you know, there'd be like Skywalkers up the lane, like. I know a fella, Owen Skywalker. He's a tractor man, you know, and I seen him driving around out there.
Owen Skywalker, like.
Yeah?
No.
It's true, I swear to it, like. He's even a tractor beam on the tractor to pull in the straight sheet, like.
Is that right, like?
I've seen it with my own eyes, like.
That's brilliant, like, the straight sheet. Jesus. Master Skywalker, like, he's the last Jedi, is he?
Who is he?
Well,
there might be another now.
There could be another. Well, we'll play a tune anyway.
I will.
The one from your parts of the village there, the old one.
Or back in the rebellion time, like.
We'll do it.
As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol and I then produced me rapier. To stand and deliver, for you were a bold deceiver.
Mush-a-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-die. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and then she swore that she never would deceive me. But the devil take the women, for you know they can't be easy.
Mush-a-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-die. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
I went up to me chamber all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of golden jewels and for sure it was no wonder that Jenny drew me charges and she filled them up with water. Then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter.
Mush-a-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-die. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Now there's some take delight in the carriages a-rolling, and others take delight in the hurling and the bowling. But I take delight in the juice of the barley, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early.
Mush-a-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-die. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Now if anyone can aid me, it is me brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roaming in Kilkenny. And I'm sure he'll treat me better than me own me sportin' Jenny.
Mush-a-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-die. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Mush-a-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-a-die. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
she's the one they're fighting for. They knock at the door and ring at the bell, saying, oh, my true love, are you well? Out she comes, as white as the snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Jenny Morrissey says she'll die if she doesn't get the fella with the roving eye.
Mom, when I go home, the boys will do my hair is so much fun, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is hella Belfast Christy. She is more than 1, 2, 3. Please don't tell me who is she.
Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, and the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, she'll get her own lad by and by. When she gets that lad of her own, she won't tell her mother when she gets home. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Mooney she loves still.
Honey, Mom, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They toss my hair, smell my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the will of Belfast City. She is more than 1, 2, 3. Please don't tell me who is she.
Jesus! Connor, what are you doing in there?
I'm hiding from my Teresa. She's mad at me.
Oh, why is that now?
Well, I was just saying, I think that Pope feller in Rome is a bit of a wrong'un. Why are we listening to him anyway? And she flew off the handle, and now she won't talk to me.
Oh, Connor, you mad Egypt. You know Teresa's a good Catholic girl.
I know Teresa's a Catholic. I just didn't know that Pope feller was too.
Gallants all, room to rise and room to fall. Please to make room for me and my company all. Step in, Father Christmas, and clear the way.
Here come I, old Father Christmas. Welcome. Or welcome not. I hope old Father Christmas will never be forgot. With the old grey hair, all covered with snow, I hope he'll make me welcome before I go.
The door is wide, and we are entered in a
the game will soon begin. Whether we rise or stand or fall, we'll do our best to please you all. So stir up the fire and give us a light, for in this house there'll be a fight.
Christmas comes but once a year, and when it comes, it brings good cheer. And I'd like to taste another drop of the true Christmas beer. If you don't believe what I say, step in, me sons, young Sir Patrick, and boldly clear the way.
I am Sir Patrick, from old Ireland sprung. No, not Irish Spring, man. Ireland sprung, not Irish Spring. That's not funny. I am Sir Patrick, from old Ireland sprung. Me famous name throughout the world hath rung. To fight the wild worm is my greatest joy. Hurrah, who is St. George but Sir Patrick's boy?
Sir Patrick is indeed a charming Irish youth. Can fight, or sing, or dance, or kiss a maid. Kiss a maid, in truth.
James is me name, a lad most defiant. My main claim to fame is this peach is so giant.
Here comes I, who never come yet. Big head and little wit. Though my head be so big and my wit be so small, I'll send a tweet and please you all.
I am the wild worm, come to give battle. Let any man fight me, I'll make his bones rattle.
Be off, crooked worm, and guard thy nose, or straight to jail thou quickly will goes.
Gallop over here and give me them poles.
I won so bigly, you'll have to agree. This crowd of 3 million were all here to see.
Now I am confused. I don't know what's going on. With the poles on his side, the worm should have won.
I tried to impale him, but he kept out of reach.
If you cannot impale, then you must impede.
I'm dying! I'm melting! Stand off, thou worm, or by my sword thou'lt die. I'll pierce thy body full of holes and make thy buttons fly.
My head is made of barley, my body's made of corn. To fight the mighty champion is the reason I was born.
To fight the mighty champion, wild worm, thou art not able, for with my trusty broadsword, I soon will thee disable.
Disable? Disable? 'Tis not in thy power. For if you draw your trusty sword, I soon will thee devour.
What a fish.
What the hell are you laughing at? I am officially annoyed. You should seize this opportunity to play it roughy. Well, are you hard of hearing? Or do you just need a bit more time to mull it over? Don't be coy, laddie. You mustn't shrimp from a challenge. Or are you afraid that you'll flounder and make a mistake? If you come over here, I'll put you in your place, and you'll be praying to Almighty God to save your soul. Ah! He's krilled me. So now, for me spatula death scene. It seems my performance has been panned, and I'm being punished. Okie doke.
First comes Christmas, then comes spring. Like winter, I must die. Then to life again like spring. Dance, men, the sword dance. Now for me.
Me chiefest son is slain. What must I do to raise him up again? Here he lies in presence of you all. I'll lovingly for a doctor call. A doctor! A doctor! Ah, £5 for a doctor. £10? No, I'll go and fetch a doctor.
There is no doctor that can bring this man to life. His dying was a mystery, and did not come from strife. So with the blessed mistletoe, about him, and about him, and about him go, and bring him back among us. So, good sir, you're alive, but surely you're early?
'Twas you who revived me, and don't call me Shirley. Though that joke may be old, you've no cause for complaint. From the quality of our special effects, you know, Star Wars, this ain't. Try again.
About him, and about him, and about him go, and bring him back among us. So!
Ah, 'twas no fun being dead, but now I'm alive. But, isn't it Sir Patrick that you should revive?
Oh, I'm blind as a bat when I'm not wearing specs. Now me mistletoe's spent. Now what to do next?
A doctor will come. I'm sure that he will. Sir Patrick's insurance can cover the bill.
And maybe his bag has a cure for the lame. This boy with the crutch, please tell me his name.
Oh, that poor crippled lad is really quite chipper, but he smells so of fish, they call him the kipper.
You lads with the ball, spare a thought for this nipper. Next time you line up, win one for the kipper.
A doctor, I found one below. He smells a bit funny. But what do I know?
Oh, you came a bit late, but you're here all the same. Good doctor, I pray, please tell us your name.
Charms is my name, and I've brought all my gear.
Pray tell, Dr. Charms, just how came ye here?
From the Emerald Isle in a boat I set sail. But during a storm, I was swallowed by a whale. Inside that whale was a boy most afraidy, an Irish Italian, Pinocchio O'Grady. And all through that stomach was sweet smoke aplenty, just like CU's campus all day on 420. When he said, I tried it, but didn't inhale, that boy's nose grew so long it tickled the whale. And he sneezed me right out. Through the air I did fly and ended up here. Unless I'm still high.
Such luck you have had, and you came to no harms. I think your full name must be Lucky Charms.
Oh, I'm not high enough to laugh at that. Now, Worm, you look nervous, so what is the reason? You're glancing around and you're rubbing your palms.
These folk on this ship have their hearts full of treason. In fact, they're always after me, Lucky Charms.
The second time didn't do much either.
Please, doctor, me son, he's me joy and my pride.
I'll fix him right up. You folks step aside. I'm detecting no breathing, which isn't ideal. The non-breathing patients are harder to heal. This doesn't look good. I cannot pretend.
Perhaps you should look at the opposite end.
Are you sure he's a doctor?
His skills seem third rate.
It appears his degree is from Colorado State.
I have an idea. I know just what we need. Hey, good doctor, right tell. Hast thou any medical seaweed?
'Tis purely medicinal and legal, I say. The folks of this state did vote it that way. Come back to life from your head to your toes. As added incentive, I'll give you Doritos. Doritos! Well, this is as good a thing as any to beat a dead horse with. I expect you want me to say it. How about some Lucky Charms?
They're magically delicious. They really are magically delicious. Good morning, gentlemen. A sleeping I have been, but I've had such a sleep as the like was never seen. Now I am awake, alive unto this day. Our mummer's tale is done, and we must be on our way.
Gentlemen and ladies, you see our knight has gone.
We must make it our business to follow him along.
We thank you all for your civility that you have shown us here.
We wish you a Merry Christmas
and a Happy Bright New Year. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here, at our sea-washed sunset gates, shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbour that twin cities frame. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me, your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I left my lamp beside the golden door.
For his mercy
shortest day came, and the year died. And everywhere down the centuries of the snow-white world came people, singing, dancing to drive the dark away. They lighted candles in the winter trees. They hung their homes with evergreen. They burned beseeching fires all night long to keep the year alive. And when the New Year's sunshine blazed awake, they shouted, reveling. Through all the frosty ages, you can hear them echoing behind us. Listen. All the long echoes sing the same delight this shortest May. As promise wakens in the sleeping land, they carol, feast, give thanks, and dearly love their friends and hope for peace. And so do we, here, now, this year and every year. Welcome Yule.
Welcome Yule! God bless the master of this house with happiness beside. Wherever his body runs or walks, his God must be his guide. His God must be his guide. God bless the mistress of this house with gold chain round her breast. Wherever body sleeps or wakes, Lord, send her soul to rest. Lord, send her soul to rest. God bless your house, your children too, your cattle and your store. The Lord increase you day by day and send you more and more, and send you